so I have not played this game at all. So much so that I realized after I had already pulled up the going live screen that I haven't actually added it as a source. So one moment while I do just that. There we go. Okay, now I also have to do the thing. Where I fit it to the screen. Alright, all set. So I don't actually know, so I haven't touched this game, so I don't know if this is going to be the most sensible place for my camera or not, but yeah, so this will be interesting. Oh, yes, also, yeah, there is content warnings on blacktabbygames.com and content warning for flashing images. Actually, I'm gonna pull up real quick the content warnings page so I can read it off. blacktabbygames.com. Content warnings. Okay. There are... So content warnings for this game include suicide, coercion to suicide, death, loss of bodily autonomy, gore, disturbing imagery, body horror, self-harm, unreality, amputation, self-amputation, claustrophobia, and auditory horror. Woof. Alright, I'm gonna make a command for that. So that I can have a... Whoa! Man, even the title screen goes creepy. Okay. Sorry, I should have set more of this stuff up in advance, but I do think it's important to take a minute to upload the content warnings to a thing that I can easily repeat or re-add. Also, it's really fascinating to see these opening clips, so enjoy that while I am vaguely doing another thing. And also, if I take the time to do this, I might give it some time for some more people to show up. Alright. We have chatbot, chat command, custom commands. Oh, hello. Thank you for the follow, Nicole. Good night. I appreciate it a lot. This is going to be my first time playing this game. I mean, obviously, it's a brand new demo. Perhaps not obviously. It is a brand new demo. I'm pretty excited to play. I'm just taking a moment to set up a chat command for the content warnings. So if you will just hold for just a moment. Alright, add new command. Content warnings. Okay, now let's test this. Oh, I am excited to play too. Thank you. Let me see. I just want to test my new command. Yay! Content warnings on demand. Alright, let's... Woof. Alright, let's try it. Let's see what we have in store. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I didn't expect it to have its own narration.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright, let's see. Oh, there's so many options. Okay, so it's fun looking at this and already seeing similarities between this and Scarlet Hollow, which I've played a lot of and I really love. Oh, these are more these options are amazing. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna go a little wacky with it and choose the explore option. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Alright, okay, so let me look through these other options. Actually, I'm gonna read through the different options just since this is a new game. Like, a lot of times, like for Scarlet Hollow, I don't tend to read every option off, but for this, I am going to. Okay, so my explore options include the end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. And that's all of the explore options, which mean that those will usually happen, not actually advance the story if I choose them. Usually, at least that's how it works in Scarlet Hollow. The options that are not explore options include, oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Or, sweet, I've always wanted to off with Monarch. Viva la revolucion! Walk towards the cabin, or turn around and leave. I think I'm gonna go through all the explore options this time, so let's just start from the top and go down. Alright, the end of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Okay, so there's some new explore options that unlocked. There's, but how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world? Or, if you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. Or, do you have any evidence to back this up? I'm gonna go with,
Look,
do you
you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Let's see. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
I guess that's fair.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Alright, let's go with, but how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
I mean, I see where the narrator is coming from here, but at the same time, like, I wasn't so much concerned with, isn't it kind of bad to kill a princess specifically, so much as, isn't it kind of bad to kill people, but, yeah. Alright, let's try, can't someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Alright. I kind of want to just see what happens if I turn around and leave, but I'm sure I will fail at some point or succeed, and then I'll probably have time to start the game over, so... for now, I will go with my favorite option here so far. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Huh. So there's the narrator and the voice of the hero. Okay.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Huh. Huh. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, it moves around when you move the creepy hand pointer. Ah, that's neat. I like that. Yeah, so I'm fascinated by the voice of the hero here.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
My instinct of I don't like doing what I'm told to do is fighting against my instinct of, but what if I actually do want to slay the princess? I feel like that's just simply not going to be an option if I don't take the knife. You know what? For now, I'm just gonna go into the basement without the knife. I've committed to hearing her out. Oh, I like that emoji. I mean, I like knife chat. I think I'm gonna try for the first time to not take the knife. I mean, to be clear, like, I've seen enough content here to know that there's something terribly wrong with the princess, but, like, I want to stick to my narrative guns and be like, nope, I'm here to hear her out. Leave the knife where it is. And see what happens. I'm sure this will go poorly.
The door to the
me.
basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
You're kind of a jerk, narrator.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
I wish to know more about the hero.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Oh gosh. Yeah, no, this is the funny answer, and I'm just, you know what, I'm just going for it. It's just, you know, I anticipate doing several different runs of this, so... Oh, hello! Hello, Dark Lordlestone. I am doing alright. I'm pretty excited about this. This is my very first time even trying the demo. I decided I'd do it live. And at the moment, I have gone into the basement unarmed in planning to hear the princess out, and we'll see how that goes for me. And I'm choosing this option because I think it's funny. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you.
You must have the wrong address.
Aw, okay. Got it, Nicole.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Oh, that's so cool, Dark Lordlestone. I also feel like I should probably know who Nicole Goodnight is, but I don't know. I was kind of assuming that anyone who showed up here that was. Oh, okay. Fair enough, Nicole. Thank you for clarifying. The audio was done by Brandon Boone. Yeah. So I follow. Like, I'm on the Black Tabby Games Discord, which is how I heard about the game. But I haven't looked like really deeply. Like, I have some friends who watch all of the Black Tabby streams, and I've definitely been meaning to, and I haven't yet. But I'm really excited about the games themselves. And I. Oh, okay, Dark Lord. I will do that. That is fine. So yeah. I figured that I don't know. I lost my train of thought there. Let us move on with the game, because I am, so I'm excited to play this game, and because it's like brand new game, I thought it'd be cool to stream it, so. Alright. Great job. You've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. He already said that. Because I talked for a bunch and might have talked over it, I figured I'd repeat it.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
What's your name?
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
She doesn't have a name.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
I'm tempted to ask if Princess is her name, but I'm getting the vibe that she doesn't have a name. Alright, so I'm going to read through all the options because there's a long list of options here. Alright, so my options include, the explore options include, so, is Princess your name? I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a good reason. Or, I wasn't kidding when I said I was sent here to kill you. You're apparently a threat to the world? That's probably the one I'm going to choose. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? That's a really good question. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? There's no way I can believe she'd answer that honestly. And then the non-explore options include, I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. What if I stayed a while and just kept you company? Maybe then everyone could be happy. Or keep her locked away. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Or retrieve the blade. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world. Retrieve the blade, go back upstairs without saying another word. examine the chains. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. Or finally, examine the chains. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. I'm gonna go with the explore options first. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the first one I wanted to do here. I wasn't kidding when I said I was sent here to kill you. You're apparently a threat to the world?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
She thinks.
I
Interesting.
don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
Okay, now I am gonna ask the eating and drinking question.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Okay, oh gosh, these answers. So my options here are deflect. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? Or I've been told enough. Or I was hoping you to tell me. Or no, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me. Or no, which is why I don't think you're actually dangerous. Or remain silent. I'm gonna go with I was hoping you'd tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
I mean, that's
At the end
a
of the
fair
day,
point.
whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that, and I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Okay, funnily enough, I was with her up until this. Because up until this, everything she said was totally reasonable. But this is intrinsically a little bit manipulative.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Man, the narrator does not seem to be a fan of the monarchy. Alright, I have to know. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
I disagree with both of you. I think it's incredibly relevant.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Alright, I think for this run, I'm just gonna let her go and see what happens. I don't know if I am gonna go. I don't totally trust her, so I think I'll lean, okay, I'm gonna get you out of here, but don't make me regret this.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing.
You know what, narrator? It's my mistake to make.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
So do I ask the princess herself for other ideas, or do I go try and find something useful? I mean, the cabin was pretty empty. There was the table and the knife, and it doesn't seem likely that the game is going to let me try to pick the handcuffs with the knife, though that would be a fascinating option. As a person who knows how to pick locks in real life, I always want there to be an option for pick the lock. Who needs a key? But that doesn't mean the character knows how to pick locks, so... Alright, I'm gonna ask the princess if she has any ideas. And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
We can what now?
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
Yeah, she sure did. She sure did just suggest that I cut her arm off to get her out of the chains.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
Okay, I mean, voice of the hero makes a point, but still get bad
You
vibes.
attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Huh. Who locked the door on
Someone
me?
else here?
I'm gonna
You
try
try
the
the
door.
door, but it's locked from the outside.
I don't think anybody who just closed and locked the door behind me is going to let me out of here just because I asked. So we're gonna go back.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Well, you know what? Deal with it, narrator.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Yeah, just throwing those content warnings out there one more time. Whew. Wow, okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Oh yeah? Well, I'm gonna F around and find out.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Those are some interesting arms. Oh my. Wow. Oh, interesting. Is my character, the character that I'm controlling, like a dragon creature? Because those are definitely some scaly arms and claws. Or if not scaly, something animalistic.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
She's very, very chill about this.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Oh, she's definitely not human. Oh, fair enough. Emerald Eve, I could see him being a kobold. Yep, that's a solid theory.
No, she didn't. She clutches the wound, softly smiling as her gaze meets yours.
Now, in my defense, I never actually thought that she was not a monster. I just decided to fuck around and find out and free her anyway.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Yeah, hero, you really, really defending her before, but you seem to have fallen off that bandwagon. Whereas I'm just sitting here being like, nah, I made this decision, I chose this course of action, and I'm gonna commit.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Rude? Rude? Dude, you were saying the princess was gonna, like, do anything, like, but, like, yeah, no, my bad vibes about the narrator are being proven very... I don't think anyone here is a good actor. Like, I think everyone here is some flavor of problem.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Huh.
Watch me.
Oh, man. Oh, man. This is very rude of you, Mr. Narrator.
What are you doing?
Ah, there's a warn her option. Yes!
Stop that.
I will not let you simply have your way, narrator.
Oh, I thought this was all a little too easy.
Okay, she's going evil mode.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges. Wait, she dodges? Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Yeah, well, I decided I was going to commit to my bad choices. I love this, though. I love the huge list of try and do the thing versus
the blade.
No.
Move the blade.
I refuse to do what you tell me to.
I'm sorry. I can see you're doing your best to resist what's happening to you. I'll try and make this quick.
See, she appreciates my efforts, and she's gonna be real nice about killing me.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. You feel her claws on your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained red as your blood seeps into the fabric. When she manages to escape from this place and bring ruin to the world, know that it was all your fault.
Yeah, well, I don't regret my choices because I don't like you, Mr. Narrator.
It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
And that brings us to Chapter 2. Fascinating.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Chapter 2, The Damsel. That's interesting that it's Chapter 2, when I would have thought that it would have brought me back to the beginning of the game. So I seem to have not actually... Oh man, Emerald somehow sharp enough to tear through flesh and sinew with these bitch she bit through bone as if it was paper earlier. I think a little sinew is nothing, you nuisance of a narrator. Fair enough, Emeraldy. Fair enough. Alright, so we have just begun Chapter 2, The Damsel. You're on a path. Yeah, okay, he already said that.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the
Okay,
world.
I'm gonna say, it does just feel like the narrator has yanked forward some other random patsy. Oh, this is so good. Oh, this is so good. Okay, I'm gonna read through all the options again. So the explore options are, I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. "Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now, I'm wise to your tricks." Or, "But I died, what am I doing here?" Or, "She's going to kill me again." Or, "Oh, don't you worry, I'll gladly slay that princess, she's got it coming." Oh, we're out of the explore options, by the way. "She's got it coming." Or, lie, "Yep, okay, definitely going to slay that princess." Or, yeah, I get it, I'm going to the cabin." Or, silently proceed to the cabin. Or, "Screw this, I'm getting the hell out of here." Or, turn around and leave. I'll do a few of the explore options. Just because usually Explorer does not move forward the story, and there's some interesting options here. And my instinct is to be like, okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
I didn't even consider that the narrator wouldn't actually remember. Huh.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. We can help her. We just have to find a way.
Okay, is that still the voice of the hero who has now become the Doubting? Or is that a new voice?
Oh, is there another one of us in here?
Okay, now I have to wonder if this is an MPD, DID thing.
Help her? Need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago. Sure, and all of us in here definitely believe you.
I mean, fair enough, Emeraldy, I am also liking the voice of Doubting.
Just stay focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna lie to the narrator. Yep, okay, definitely going to slay that princess.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right?
Dang it.
Please take this seriously. I am begging you. I have one last warning for you. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
I like the voice of Doubting a lot. Wink. Oh, man.
Did you just say the word wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Amazing. Amazing. Here for it.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely empty. The air stale and musty. The floor and walls covered in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Also, I just want to say, whoever is doing the voice acting here is phenomenal.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, although it seems like the knife will just appear for me, I am gonna take it with me as a potentially useful tool. Oh, that is Jonathan Sims! Okay, I sat there being like, he sounds so familiar for a while, and I was like, this guy sounds a lot like the Magnus Archives guy, but that can't be right. Oh my god, I listened to the entire series of the Magnus Archives, but I haven't listened to it in a year or two, so I was doubting my perceptions. I was like, that can't be Johnny Sims. But yeah, no, that is awesome. No wonder he's so good. We know he's good at voicing horror, or narrating horror. Alright, I'm gonna take the knife this time.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Man, now that I know that it's Johnny Sims, I'm like, I can't believe I did not immediately catch on to that.
Her voice carries softly up the stairs.
Like, he's got such a unique voice.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's even more hypnotizing than before. Is it more hypnotizing than before, or is that just what we want it to be?
I like the voice of doubting. Yeah, like, I was like, I doubt it, Hero. I bet her voice is exactly the same as it was before.
I think we're in love.
I think you're in love, voice of Hero.
For everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just don't let her charm you. It's all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's still so beautiful. And she has both of her arms again. Did everything we just went through actually happen?
Emeraldine, voice of doubting? More like the voice of the people. Yeah, 100%.
It must have, because she's different. Can't you tell?
You. I remember you. You're going to help me get out of here, right?
She does look different. Her animation style is different. Because, yeah, she definitely did not have the anime eyes before. That was nutty! I did not expect it to end there. Yeah, no, I was very committed to my just going ahead with, like, continuing to try and help save her. Alright, So yeah, let's continue. Oh, yep, here's all of the people. Okay, Nicole, you are the voice of the princess, I see. I was wondering if you'd be in the credits. I'm really enjoying your voice acting as well. This game is really fun. The voices in your head is Johnny Sim's credit. I love it. You are very welcome. Okay. Well, I just want to see what the load... Okay, that would only be if I saved. Okay. Let's start again. Alright, chapter 1, the hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, it is also helpful context, Nicole, because now I understand why you were like, wait, no, don't slay the princess. Or it was, yes, good, don't slay the princess, I think. Alright.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and...
Bye!
Do you even know where you're going?
Yep, nope, I want to see what happens if I just go, nope, and walk away. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna read through the options again. So the first option I chose this time was to just turn around and walk away. The options that it has given me now that I've chosen that are, okay, fine, you're persistent, I'll go to the cabin and I'll slay the princess, ugh. Or, okay, fine, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her, maybe I won't. I guess we'll see. Or lie, yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Or, nope! Or, the only thing that matters is where I'm not going, the cabin. I am not going to the cabin. Or, I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna walk in the opposite direction now. Or quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. My favorite option, by far, is nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yep.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I've pretty much got the hero's number.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
Oh,
how convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Jerk! You jerk, narrator! Alright, so my options are okay, I'm going into the cabin, sheesh. Or turn around again and leave again. I am sticking to my turn around and leave guns.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Seems like a you problem. Alright, so the options here are, I don't care, I'm not killing a princess, or, good, maybe everyone should die, it's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them, or, you're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this, or, quietly continue down the path. This time I think I'm just going to quietly continue down the path.
Silence is deafening. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Alright, so the options here are, there's no fighting this, is there? I have to go to the cabin, don't go into the cabin, don't die. Fine. Or, and this is the one I'm gonna choose. Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again. In fact, I'm gonna just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Oh shit! There's so many cabins!
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
You're not wrong, narrator! I do care more about irritating you than about the fate of this world.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
How do I know that? You could be lying to me. Alright, so I made it to chapter 2,
You're
The Stranger.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So I've made it to another chapter 2. Ha! Yeah, okay, I'm doing this explore option. Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin.
What are you talking about? Those walls have always been there. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost, or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
I call bullcrap.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yeah, screw this guy. They might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day.
Voice of the contrarian! Oh no, I found my voice! I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the voice of doubting, but I am a bit contrary myself, and so I am really, really here for the voice of the contrarian. Screw this guy, they might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day. Yes, voice of the contrarian. Oh gosh. Oh, okay, Emeraldine, the other most based voice. Also, you're not wrong, freaking gaslighting narrator.
If by ruining my day you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. Still, the world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful.
Did it though? Like, I didn't see any evidence that there is more to this world besides this forest with the cabin. So, like, you know what? I'm not going to necessarily believe you that the world ended.
You are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Fine, I don't have an option to just leave, so yeah, I get it. I'm going to the dang cabin.
I have one last warning for you.
Oh, love the walls.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Maybe we should believe her.
Yeah, this voice knows what I'm talking about.
Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore them, they're just being difficult for the sake of it.
That is my jam.
The interior of the cabin is odd, the air smelling faintly of plastic, the wood of the walls fitting together at uncomfortable angles. The only furniture is a plain wooden table, its legs all the wrong lengths, causing it to tilt towards the door. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Interesting, so we got a different cabin.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyways?
I like you, voice of the contrarian.
I, for one, would rather have it. We don't really know what we're dealing with here.
Hero, you have gotten all wimpy in this
I've
one.
already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
Yeah, contrarian speaking unending facts in general. I kind of want to be, on the one hand, I want to be true to the contrarian in this run. On the other hand, like, there is the downside of, well, you know what? No, we're not taking the knife. We're not doing it. We're sticking with
The door
contrarian.
to the basement creaks open, revealing an old wooden staircase. The steps are warped and shoddily constructed. The air seeping up from below is heavy, oppressive, with an odd stink to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
It changed a little here, too.
Her voice carries up the stairs, its multi-tonal lilt adding to the already uneasy atmosphere.
Multi-tonal, you say?
Hello. Is someone there?
Oh, that's so good! Oh, that's so cool! I'm also just really, I mean, I understand wanting to see people play a game that you did voices for, but I'm still really flattered that you're here to call goodnight, and just so I can in fact tell you that sounded really cool. I'm guessing that was like a normal tone with a deeper tone putting overlapped.
This isn't what I expected her to sound like. What is she? I think we'd all like to know. You're playing a dangerous game by coming down here unarmed.
Too bad.
You carefully make your way down the stairs. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view.
Oh, we have a third form.
She locks eyes with you, one moving a little faster than the other. The loose skin of her face stretches into something resembling a smile. Good lord. Something in her neck bulges, roiling under her skin as she starts to speak, her voice pouring out between her closed teeth.
Oh my.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I had a friend.
Oh my. Alright, so that's a second achievement, so that's cool. All right, this is fascinating. Yeah, no, I hear that. I have it like it has odd I have no mouth and I must scream vibes, and I'm not sure why. I can see that, yeah. Alright. I still do not like the narrator, so don't mistake me. I am this is not because I suddenly like the narrator.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
But I do want to see what happens if I just follow the premise completely. Just for the sake of it, just to see what happens.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Sweet! I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution!
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright, we're going murder happy.
You
So
take
we
the
take
blade
that
from
blade.
the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
It's commanding, almost as though she's the one in charge down here.
Interesting. So the vibe of her voice has changed, or the hero's perspective of her voice has changed. It didn't. Interesting.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I kind of want to go gleeful with this.
Hey,
Hi.
stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
It's interesting how much the voice of the hero's dialogue changes based on my earlier choices.
Focus on the task at hand.
Are you here to kill me or something?
Okay, it doesn't say I'm lying here, so since I did decide this time round, I'm just gonna go for it. Steel your nerves and step forward is the right
You
answer.
step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing.
Look, voice of the hero, like, you are very weak-willed and weak-minded, and I am definitely not listening to you. Like, I don't dislike you to the same level as the narrator, but, like, boy, are you not very, he just feels, I don't even know that wishy-washy is the right term for it, but...
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Okay, so the options here, I'm gonna go for it because this is my run where I'm just gonna go for it. The options here, though, I will read them out again. The explore options are, what if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Or, are you sure she's not armed? Or, I'm sorry, can we just talk? Or, I'm not dropping the blade. Or, drop the blade. Oh, right, and we're out of the explore options now. The non-explore options are, I'm not dropping the blade, drop the blade, or slay the princess. And I'm gonna just go for it this time and see what happens.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
This would be interesting to be the first time you see your character's arm, or the character that you're moving's arm. Oh, hi, thank you so much for the raid, Kaysher. I am playing this game for the first time. I'm on my 3rd run right now. And I've been having a lot of fun with it. This is my, just thank you so much. I really appreciate the raid. Let me also just do, I don't have a whole lot of people here, but I do have a shout out for them, so I can do that. And that's 3 hours. Yeah, okay. Shout out done. So, let's see. Thank you so much for the raid. Yeah, right? It is a really fun game. So in this run, I just went for it. I was like, okay, Viva la Revolucion. We're not listening to her. We're just going for it. And so this is where I am, having just gone for it. No hesitation.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming, but I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Damn. Damn.
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Very sure it's not. Yeah, alright. Of course not. That was too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
It's fine, voice of the hero.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad.
That's
But
fair.
it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Yeah, okay, fair. I was a little mean to voice of the hero, but I feel kind of bad for that voice. Voice of the hero is got good dude energy, just trying to be a decent person.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of space. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry.
Oh.
You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
No thank you, narrator. So on my first playthrough, or my first go through, I got the damsel ending and immediately started to not trust the narrator. And got like the voice of doubting and the damsel ending. And then I got the voice of the contrarian and the stranger ending. So like, I never trusted the narrator, but like, so this is just further proof along the lines of, for me, my distrust of the narrator. Don't worry, you'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy. Oh, fair. Stranger ending times 3. Fair enough. I think I'm gonna go for that's BS. Let me out of here.
What's done is done, and there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
I don't, though.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Have I?
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Yeah, no. Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get us the heck out of here?
I do, but you're probably not going to like it.
Is it just jump out the door? Is the answer just jump out the door?
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Oh, and here's that suicide content warning.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
All right. I kind of want to see both directions of this, so I'll pick one for now, but then I think I'm going to go through and try to get back here so I can go the other direction and see what happens. So for now, only way out is through. Anything to get out of this hell. Let's go.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
No, I mean, to be fair, Trirby, I do agree. I'm not, like, in universe, this does not make sense. This does just not feel like a thing that is going to fix anything. However, I am metagaming it a little, and I'm hoping it will get me to a different chapter 2.
The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
It does give me a new chapter 2, yes! Chapter 2, The Spectre.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm gonna go with this one's new because this has never been true before when I've gotten to chapter 2. But I already killed the princess.
I can assure you that you didn't. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. What are you talking about? The princess is very much alive and very much in need of slaying before she does her thing and destroys the world. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last
dang.
time. We'll just do it again.
Oh dang. Okay, new voice of the cold. Oh man. I mean, yeah, that sure is cold. That's fine. It wasn't hard to kill the last time. We'll just do it again.
Is there another one of us in here? I've always been here. I've just gotten a little louder.
Oh, I don't like the voice
I'm
of the cold.
ready for all of us to have a marvelous time.
Oh, I do not like the voice of the cold. It makes a lot of sense for having gone through on just, yeah, no, let's just do it, let's just stab her, to result in voice of the cold, but like, dang, I get bad vibes from the voice of the cold.
Just stay focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, okay, this is new. You trapped me here after I slew her last time. I'm not going to play along this time, just because I want to see what happens.
How unfortunate that the sole person capable of slaying the princess also seems to be somewhat insane. Oh well, so long as you get the job done, it doesn't matter what sort of mental state you're in.
As usual, the narrator does not actually remember Chapter 1. Or at least...
I have one last warning for you.
Claims not to remember Chapter 1.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. You're right. She won't be a problem.
Dang! Oh, also just, Johnny Sims, giving me chills.
I'm not sure I'm a fan of my new roommate. I think there's a lot more to this situation than we've been told.
Also, I did not mean giving me chills to be a pun, but in retrospect, oh no.
The situation couldn't be more straightforward. Just ignore him.
Proceed into the cabin. Now let's see what's greeting us this time.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only item of furniture is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
We're getting creepy haunted house vibes, or like a haunted house in terms of like faded old manor house vibes.
Before you have a chance to even think about taking it, the top of a hand appears from underneath the floorboards.
Oh my.
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous
No, she's so
eye.
cute though! Oh, she's adorable! Spectre Princess is adorable!
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
A ghost!
Oh, wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, killer. I guess we've got some things to talk about, haven't we? Like how you murdered me?
I mean, fair. Alright. Let's try this again. So I wanna... It might just be that it lands me in the same place, but I kind of... I'll run through it a little quickly, and I'll skip, I'm gonna skip the actual spoken narration, just because I want to jump back ahead to that scene when you're trapped in the room and see... I mean, yeah, exactly, Emerald Eve, she's not wrong. And I want to see what happens if you're like, nope! And you refuse to stab yourself. If it's different. So we're gonna skim through this one a bit.
You're hit. You make your way up. A warning. She will... We're not going to ignore him.
Proceed into the cabin. Ba-da-da-da-da.
The blade.
Ba-ba-ba. Grab the blade.
You take the blade.
Enter the basement.
The door to her voice.
Who's there?
It's command. Don't let it...
Continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk... Focus on the task.
Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward.
Oh? I'm probably... So?
Do you hear the... She's unarmed. You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh...
This is it. I'm almost... Do you...
There it is again. Yeah, but it's over. But is it over?
Yeah, so we'll just agree with the narrator this time. Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad.
That's what we have the
But it
voice of the
was
hero
for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
I mean, double kill your arrow.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
So the voice of the hero is the guilty conscience. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Emerald Eve. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy my cute little Gunter. I don't actually use... I think I got that from Streamlabs, and then I switched to OBS, but I, like, took the GIF with me. Alright. Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of space. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Oh, I do not believe that, narrator, one bit. However, I am, like I said, I want to see if anything different happens here. So, oh, okay.
So glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
I super don't, but okay.
Time
for the
passes.
sake of argument.
You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just going to stay here forever, right?
Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
No, we're happy. I'm sure of it.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
Mm-hmm.
Please shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears.
Yeah, nah, we live here now.
Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Exactly, Emerald Eve. We chillin'. I love it! Good ending! You did it! You saved everyone! Oh, man. That was good. That was good. And that did get me a different ending, so I'm pleased with it. Or at least a different achievement. No, a different ending. Alright. Let's go back in. So we've tried...
You're on a path in the woods.
So I tried,
And
like...
at the end of that path
Okay.
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh, man. That's what you've been waiting for. That's what it's all fair. Alright, so... The first time I went with, okay, let's try talking to her, see, you know, and make a decision after hearing what she has to say, and then I had to resist the narrator, or I chose to resist the narrator. And then I went for the let's not go here at all option, which got me this, so that was what got me the first one, and then I got the stranger by just being like, nope, we're not doing this at all. And then I just did the let's just
You're here
go
to
for
slay
it.
her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So this time, I'm gonna go all in on F you can't tell me what to do, I'm gonna save her. That said, I actually have to run and take a really quick bio break. It shouldn't take me more than like a minute, so I will be right back. Alright, thanks everyone for, sorry, there we go, for sticking around. We're gonna go for the save the princess option. Well, I mean, that might just get me the damsel again, but we're gonna try it anyway. Hang on. Okay. Forgot to shut my door. Alright. So, we're gonna try just ignoring the narrator 100% and not even giving the option of agreeing with the narrator. Just going straight in to be like, nope, this is terrible, we're saving the princess. Might just get to the damsel again, but we'll find out now, won't we? Okay, so we'll start with, forget it, I'm not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Man, I don't want to just do the turn, I'll do the turnaround and leave, and then go to the cabin. That's how I'll manage.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Okay, so we started with, forget it, I'm not doing this, and then turn around and leave. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I am not going to the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
I mean, I knew that was gonna happen, but still. Okay, I'm going into the cabin. Sheesh.
That's great to hear. As long as you bring that fiery attitude to princess slaying, I think this will all resolve splendidly. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Fortunately, she's only a princess, whereas you are a valiant and talented warrior. It'll be easy, so long as you stay focused. We can't just go through with this and listen to him. She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Alright. Yep, nope, we're gonna go in and try immediately to save her. See what happens.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is sublamed with your implement.
Very long.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Oh god, the princess's room in Tortwick. I don't get the reference. I'm sorry, Emeraldy. Yep, nope, we're not taking the dagger. We're ignoring the dagger. No way.
The door to the basement creaks open,
okay,
revealing a step
that
her
one
voice
again, too.
softly carries up the stairs.
I'm making a point of not skipping too much of the narration, but since this is like the fourth run, I'm skipping the very, very long descriptive ones.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. It's probably gonna get me the damsel ending. But you know what? I'm sticking to my guns. That's what I decided to do, so we're doing it. I'm here to save you!
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Nope, I did not bring the dagger. Oh, the final words of a character called Roman Torchwick was, "I'll do what I do best: lie, cheat, steal, and serve." And then I assume survive was cut off because the character did not survive. Fair enough. Examine the chains. I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
You know what? Deal with it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Well, I don't like
No.
you, so...
You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
When one can't stab, strangle is an option. Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Alright, we'll do both. Try the
You
door.
try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Yeah, that's what I figured would happen if I actually tried screaming, "Hey, let me out
You're
of here."
here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
I am sure the narrator is responsible for this.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Should have brought the knife
This
this
would have
time.
been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
It also occurs to me that although I'm hewing very close to my first run through, there are a whole bunch of people here who didn't see that one. So I will keep on keeping on with the doing my darndest to save the princess, and at worst, everyone will get to see the damsel ending.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
Yep.
hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Yep.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what
Oof,
happens
yeah.
if you do that.
Free the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment,
Okay.
you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She clutches the wound, softly smiling as her gaze meets yours.
She's fine! She's fine!
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Okay, so I've realized that there is a way to get a different ending here because I can just not resist here. Didn't like that arm anyway. Yeah, try a B. So the question is there anyone here who, specifically wants to see the damsel ending? Because I could keep going with that. Or I can try to do something different. Any thoughts, anyone? I'm gonna keep going for now.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Oh man, I love that you have to scroll down to get to the warn her option. Oh my gosh, Emerald Eve, stab her now. After all, she's been disarmed. You know what? Because I am a sucker for really, really bad puns and wordplay, we're doing it. And I'm gonna pick one of the ones below warn her, so because then it's like, I saw that. I decided to do it anyway.
I'm going back now. I'm with you to the end. You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart.
Fair enough, Tabby. This game does always seem to shake out in interesting ways, so we're trying it. We're not resisting.
But she's fast. She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time? I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see that razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart.
This is new, yeah.
It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right?
Yeah, Emerald Eve, you're not wrong. Ayo, she's going sicko mode.
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. She bit her own arm off. That was probably a good indicator of what she's capable of. Ah, yes! New ending! New ending! Alright, that's 4 for 4!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I did like the damsel ending, but I am very excited to be 4 for 4 for, like, run-throughs and endings. I am now out of ideas, so we'll have to see what happens next, but let's see. I'm very pleased. So I've gotten the damsel, the stranger, the specter, and now apparently the beast.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
She's going to kill me again.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
That's cute, narrator.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I can still feel each and every puncture and laceration. That beast hurt us, but we're going to hurt her back.
Oh dang! Oh dang! Voice of the obsessed is oof, oof, oof. Yeah, that feels appropriate for, like, locked in an endless epic struggle.
Is there another one of us in here? Good. It seems like your head's in the right place. If you can all just stay focused on the task at hand, the princess will be good and slain in no time at all.
Yeah, I get it. I'm going to the cabin.
I have one last warning for you. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
He's right, you know. She's a clever one, and determined too.
keep your eyes open and your senses sharp, because we're not going to let her get the best of us again. Ignore him, she's just a princess. Don't overestimate her.
Uh-huh. Proceed to the cabin. See what the cabin looks like this time.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only item of furniture is a plain, termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Yes, do it. Take the blade and make her pay for what she's done.
Alright, well, I'm gonna listen to the new voice.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. The door to the basement creeps open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to step over a few holes.
Yup. Oh, Emerald Eve, almost as based as the Contrarian. Oh man, yeah, the Obsessed is an interesting voice.
The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're stepping down into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
Oh dang.
I can smell you.
It isn't hypnotizing anymore. It's almost feral. Don't let her intimidate you. You carefully make your way down the stairs. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
That's fair, Emerald Eve. The voice of obsession has conviction, and that is a respectable quality. Dang, though. Yeah, she got feral.
She has both her arms again. And she's different, isn't she? The beast is showing us what she really is.
You're the reason I'm still down here. Fiend, monster, betrayer. Nothing will get between my teeth and your throat.
Oh, dang. Alright, that was cool. Alright, I'm gonna do one more run, and I usually do 2-hour streams, so even if it takes a little longer, we'll do one more run and then call it there. Alright. So now I have to figure out what to do different.
Path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I think I'm gonna go...
You're here to slay
doubt
her.
but verify everything.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh yeah, Emerald Eve. The legs, respect, yeah. Beast mode princess was cool. I mean, terrible, but cool. Okay, let's go. The end of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Alright, let's try... Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Let's see. But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Yeah, okay. Oh, Emerald Eve, no more birds. No! Yeah, no, I see that. No more birds is like a step too far, but no more people, you know, worth considering for some people. But yeah, no, okay. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Alright, proceed into the cabin. So I'm gonna try and, like,
the interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Right,
the air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Alright, I'm gonna ask as many questions as possible. I'm gonna sit here and be like, well, so my goal here is to be dithering.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
So I haven't committed to slaying her, but I haven't committed to not slaying her, so we're gonna take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
It's commanding, almost as though she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you?
You must have the wrong address.
I love that answer.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
It's interesting. It feels like, so it's like if I walk in implying that I'm probably, I wonder, the voice of the hero, I think it's different. Yeah, I know. Element of surprise means little compared to the element of kickassery. Yeah, roll deep. So I think that the voice of the hero, how the voice of the hero hears the princess depends entirely on whether you took the blade or not.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
See, the voice of the hero is making fair points. But I'm gonna tighten my grip on the knife because I haven't decided not to kill her yet.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Oh, damn.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Alright. So the point here is to dither as much as possible.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Yeah, let's go through the explore options. What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us?
You go into this expecting to die. You're going to die.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
I like that your options here are like, I mean, obviously there's still drop the blade or slay the princess, but there's fine then. I guess we're at an impasse, which is the one I'm going for because that's what I'm trying to do is put off making a decision as long as humanly possible. But I do like squint at the princess while holding on to the blade, and I'm kind of curious what that would do. But yeah, no, for what I'm trying to do right now, we're gonna stick with fine then. I guess we're at an impasse.
I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do something.
Meh. Are you sure you don't want to talk?
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
Hi, Box Puppy! I'm gonna be ending soon, but like this is my last run through for the day, and I have achieved 4 different endings, so definitely watch the VOD. Oh, the narrator's forcing my hand. Rude. Rude! I wanted to dither longer. Dropping the blade can put things off probably longer. Yeah, some say we can't stand around here forever. However, I disagree. Voice of the chorus? Alright. Okay, so the narrator is forcing me to make a decision, but dropping the blade is not making a decision. It's technically, that's just enabling the talk to her option.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Yup, I sure do.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So, this is a pretty awkward start to a relationship.
I mean, she's not wrong. Yeah, well, we'll start with, yeah, it's, pretty awkward. Actually, maybe I'll read through these options, because these are new options. Yeah, it's, pretty awkward. Or, a relationship? Are you coming on to me? Or, how would I get you out of here? Or, I'm here because you're going to end the world. Or, there's people out there who think you're a threat to the world. What do you have to say about that? Or, what's your name? Or, how long have you been down here? Or, do you know why I'm here to kill you? I want to go through all of those if I can, because, again, putting it off as long as possible. So yeah, it's, pretty awkward.
Not to make things even more awkward, but do you know why you're here to kill me?
Yeah, okay, so of course I do. Do you think I'd just come here to kill someone without even knowing why? That'd be ridiculous! Or, do you know why I'm here to kill you? Or, you're a threat to the whole world. Or, no, I can't say I do. I've been told things, but I'm not sure what to believe. Yeah, okay. The not trusting anyone, not making a decision choice tree here leads me to definitively, no, I can't say that I do. I've been told things, but I'm not sure what to believe.
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
Alright, Yeah, okay, so... Oh, let's go back to the what's your name question from before. What is your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Oh, I like how she answered this differently than she did the first time I got this option and I asked her. Because the first time I got this option and I asked her, she was more convinced that I might actually, like, I was being nicer. Like, I didn't bring the blade down. So, I like that she's being kind of colder here.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Alright. There's people out there who think you're a threat to the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
Do you believe that?
Oh,
You're
man.
some sort of monster?
I'm sad that that's cute wasn't voiced. That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
Did they even bother to tell you how I'm supposed to end the world? Because that just doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd be capable of.
Alright, we'll deflect. What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
Princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
The voice of the hero and the narrator disagree, as usual.
I don't think what I do really matters.
I mean, right? Emeraldy, what is she the princess of?
Look, at the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Yeah, never mind the fact that she is more than capable of wrecking our shit. 100% Box Puppy. I did get the Beast ending. I don't actually know if you've played this Box Puppy, but like, yeah. Like, I've definitely gotten enough endings in which she has wrecked our shit to know that she can wreck our
Doesn't
shit.
sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or any other number of good things that I'm sure you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's not wrong.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
You know what? He said, the narrator in another run absolutely said this will be the only time I ever agree with the princess. But he lied because, I mean, of course we know the narrator is a lying liar, but still. The narrator lied for the narrators also agreeing with her here.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
It is, and I don't like that because I don't trust her or the narrator.
So, do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
I still kind of get the vibe that the narrator is not here for the monarchy, but the narrator, the princess, and the fucking cabin, they are all in cahoots. I mean, that's certainly a thought, Emeraldy. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here. And if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
Nah, I've done the helping her cut her arm off. I feel like I've probably gotten the only two endings I'm gonna get out of that.
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
Oh, 100%. She's absolutely suggesting that we cut off her arm.
She is. I'm sure of it.
Like, hate to agree with the narrator, but I mean, we've seen that happen.
Oh, Have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I haven't decided what to do. Okay, yes. There is another option that I can continue putting this off with, which might get me a new ending. Keep her locked away. I'm going to keep you locked away down here. At least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Yeah, right, voice of the hero?
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
Only way to win is to not play the game. I mean, I am playing the game, but avoiding it as much as possible.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's
Hi,
the right
Pukara!
one.
This is a really interesting new game. The demo is available on Steam. You should download the demo and... Oh, yeah, totally. This princess is... Yeah, so the game... I mean, obviously the game is called Slay the Princess, but Pukara, the demo is available on Steam. I would also absolutely recommend you download it, and you should also wishlist it because that's good for Black Tabby games. This is made by the same game studio that makes Scarlet Hollow, so yeah. So this is so I'm gonna be ending soon, but this is oh that's awesome, Pukara. So yeah, so this is gonna be my last run through for now, but I'm probably gonna stream this again because I didn't get every ending yet. But yes, so we're gonna see how this goes because I've definitely dithered enough about enough things that I'm really hoping that I will get a different end. Okay, so I'm being forced to make a choice. Yes! I made my choice! I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
Exactly!
It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
Oh, my character about to die.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
No, we're sticking to the plan and locking her down here.
It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work.
Oh yeah, Pukara, 100%. Her eyes are very freaky, and you do absolutely need to play this. And Scarlet Hollow. Scarlet Hollow is also amazing.
You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Oh no. Oh dear. Oh dear.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
Dang.
You won't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Oh, these are all good options. Oh no, oh no. Threaten me all you want, all it does is ease my guilty conscience. So all of it was an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster. Or ignore her and go to sleep. Oh, that's a tough call. Oh. Yeah, let's call her out. So all of that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster.
I can be innocent and harmless if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
I mean,
Put
fair,
the
and
princess's
most of I
threats out
probably
of
should
your
have
mind
taken
as
the
best you
nap.
can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to
dear.
your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
Oh my gosh, yes, Pukara, you are right. All roots lead to nap. And in Emerald Eve, yes, Emerald Eve, he did take a nap, woo! And Pukara, all roots lead to nap. And Emerald Eve, oh god, she's a weeping angel. You're not wrong. Alright, let's see how
Whose
this goes.
side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
Oh, F you, narrator.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer,
Oh dear.
one silent footfall at a time,
Oh,
cocking
dear.
her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
Do we? Oh, I know, right, Pukara? The art is amazing.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Mm-hmm. Chapter 2, The Nightmare.
You're on a
Yes!
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright, I think this is 5 endings now?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, I get it. I'm going to the cabin.
I have one last warning for you. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Oh God, we can't go in there. Do either of you feel sick? Because I feel sick just thinking about that place. We're going to die.
Aw, voice of the meek. I mean, you're not wrong, buddy. I sympathize.
You should be careful. There's something very wrong going on here. Ignore them. They don't know what they're talking about. She's just a princess. No reason to get all freaked out.
Alright, let's see what the nightmare looks like.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only item of furniture is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. No. The basement door. It isn't there anymore. She could be anywhere.
I sympathize with the voice of the meek.
It's just a frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting.
You're probably not wrong, voice of the meek.
No, what did you do? This isn't how things are supposed to go. She's supposed to be an ordinary princess. Quick, the blade.
Go ahead and take your little toy.
Ooh,
It won't do you any good.
Oh no! Oh my! Oh no! Oh my!
Your legs go numb before you even have a chance to reach for the blade. You collapse to the floor as your lungs seize up, refusing to take in air. No, not again!
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I. I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Everything goes dark, and you die. I'm sorry.
Dang! Oh man! Oh man! Alright, I feel really accomplished. I got so many different endings here. Alright, I feel like this was a really good stream and a really great place to end it. I'm gonna, like, try and share the love of Kaysher's raid, and I'm gonna go look for someone else who's also playing this game. So if you want to keep watching this game, hold on just a second for me to look that up. So go to browse, then we go to games, and how do we search for a specific game again? Okay, I'm just gonna search Slay the Princess. Yeah, there we go. Categories, Slay the Princess. Alright, there is one other person who is currently playing the game, so we're gonna raid them. Bowie the Nifty. Now, bear in mind, this is an absolute blind raid, just to someone else who happens to also be playing the game. So I can't speak to, like, who this person is or anything about them other than they are another person playing Slay the Princess. So we're gonna go ahead and send over the raid. So yeah, go say hi and watch someone else play Slay the Princess if you would like. And I appreciate you all very, very, very much. And hope to see, and you know, anyone who is among my regular viewership, I will be back on Friday for my NES stream. And for all the new people, stick around if you like. I will probably play this game again, and I play a lot of Scarlet Hollow. So, alright, bye everyone!
Oh hey, we get a raid right away. Thank you for the raid. Emerald Eve, hello! Hi, we're doing a group little stream today. Yes, Pengu raid. Oh, that Pengu is adorable. Oh my lord. Hold on. Let me do a thing for you. I have a thing that I can do. Yes, it's adorable. Hi, welcome to the stream. For those raiders coming in, hi, I'm Bowie, and this here is Moon next to me.
Hi.
I'm mainly a variety streamer. So on and so forth. Oh, they were also playing Slay the Princess. Perfect.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Penguins flying perfectly underwater. Yeah, I hope your stream went well. I hope your day's going well. How are you doing? Sorry, I know there's a little bit of a delay.
Oh.
Decided radio and watch more people play the game. Well, you're very welcome to stick around and enjoy yourself. Get welcome to the community, so forth if you want to. Technically, I'm the one that's technically running it, but my Moon here is the one making all decisions.
Apparently, I have gotten us a wall.
This is our literal first playthrough. And thank you for the profile, Hannah. Oh, yes, and welcome to the nest. So, yeah, managed to get 5 different endings. Ooh, okay, so we have to.
Ooh.
So we gotta get some endings going on here once we get there.
Oh
We
gosh.
got one
I just
ending
realized I
already.
forgot
It's
to stop my
called, what was it?
stream.
Kill